Hi everybody, it's me, Dan the Beardy Man. A lot of you thinking, where the hell is he now? White wall, pink wall, Marvel canvas, he's always somewhat different. This month, I am in my wife's work from home office because our Beardy Man camera broke. Um, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but then we do only have, what, one more monthly video and then odds and ends to film. So, I mean, hopefully I can get away with it just doing it on the laptop like I am now. That being said, I am doing it on my laptop, or my wife's laptop at least. Um, so I apologise if it is grainy or grainier than normal. Our quality is never sort of top notch, high definition, but um, yeah, hopefully it'll be all right. I'm tackling the lighting problem because the lighting in my house is never very good, which is why I used to do it. I used to film at Anthony's place because the lighting in his house is great. He has really big windows as well. Anyway, that's where I am. That's why it's something different again. But yeah. So October, um, the fire break lockdown or a 17-day lockdown anyway, which has affected me because I live in Wales, and it's also affected Ant Man because he also lives in Wales. Yeah, so I mean, we all knew there was some sort of lockdown coming um, again, but you know, at least it's 17 days and not 6 months. Yeah, so I mean, that's that's pretty much sort of taken up a lot of my time. Is well, taking up a lot of my month is the lockdown. I can't really go anywhere at the moment or do anything that is non-essential, which is a real pain in the ass. So I mean, it's home, work, home, work, home, work. Although on the 22nd, it was 22nd, when I got to work, I started getting loads of emails. Like as I was driving to work, my phone is just blowing up in my pocket, just buzzing like mad. Like I mean, for my drive to work, it was almost like a constant buzz. No, I didn't really know what the situation was, so I just I hadn't pulled over to check, but I mean, it wasn't like it was ringing. I could tell it was brakes in the middle. So yeah. So, but when I get to work, I start looking at my emails and I see, um, well, the night before I checked how much I had in donations, it was 254. Same as pretty much the same as last month. Um, yeah. So I was like, what's going on? Like, got on there, and it was 750 something quid, and I originally figured that somewhere in the mix they'd mixed up my Just Giving page with someone else's, and then I started looking in the comments, and there were like Chris Miles listeners and Radio X listeners, and all of these and like lots of anonymous ones. And then keep looking along, and I see Chris Miles and Pippa had donated both, and I deemed from the comments that he had said something or plugged it on his show on Radio X that morning. I couldn't for the life of me figure out where he'd heard it, but I mean, at that point, I owed 750 quid, so I mean, didn't really matter where he heard it from. So I messaged my wife and said, anything about this? And she said, I think Amy might have done something. Amy's her sister, my sister-in-law. So I text Amy and I said, did you do anything? Did you do something that included Chris Miles and the Beardy Man stuff? And I couldn't get hold of her. But yeah. So I figured have a look on catch up. So I wait for another 2.5 hours and then I look on catch up. All the while the donations are going up and up and up. 2.5 hours later, I get the catch up and I'm like, spend my break at work skipping 30 seconds by 30 seconds through the Radio X show in order to try and get to what's going on. Like, but yeah, there it is. We have a letter from a girl called Amy, and she wants to something about her brother-in-law who is doing a year-long beard grow. And yeah, and then that's how it started. And then obviously Chris Moore sort of gets his claws into it and runs with it and goes for a little rant, like, and basically says this is the stupidest thing we've ever heard for trying to make money for anything, although it is a good cause. But so if everyone wants to go and give some money, here it is, and he plugs it another 4 or 5 times, like, which is great. Does a massive rant about how stupid he thinks it is, but I mean, I really don't care. I mean, he could spend another half an hour, 45 minutes ranting about how stupid it is if he likes, because people are just following his direction and going to give money. Like, so, I mean, yeah. So that was a weird one. Totally unbeknownst to me, Amy had written a letter. It was more about how she was concerned that I am supposed to be going to her house for Christmas this year, although that's not looking likely now. But I mean, I am supposed to be going to her house for Christmas this year, and I'll be looking like this, but a little longer. I'm supposed to be meeting her mm, parent-in-laws or in-laws, her in-laws, which yeah, this is my sister Emma. This is my adorable nephew Felix. This is their Sasquatch. Yeah, along those lines, basically. Um, yeah, that was what she was concerned about, and that's what she was trying to get across. But of course, didn't get to the end of that. But he gave, and I think Pippa gave, but then from the comment, it literally just says Pippa, so I can't be 100% sure it's the Pippa from the show, but I mean, it seems likely that it is. Yeah, so as we stand now, we are on £1,012, not entirely Christmas listeners, I'll give you that, because I also got some other um, donations in the mix that were from the the contest that we're running at the moment. So people wanted to be in the contest. Yeah. But anyway, £1,012 at the moment. So I mean, we're already double what I wanted to make. So it's fantastic. Um, yeah, mind blowing how many people listen to him. I mean, some people weren't just giving a quid or 2 quid. Like, some people gave me £10. Like, I mean, they were just bored listening, or they were listening like they do every day, and they would just go away and give £10 over the thing. It's odd. I mean, it's not odd. People give to charity all the time, I know, but just because a man told them to, hey, keep telling them. Yeah. So we just fold back a little bit there onto the to the contest. So the contest, as you know, is still running. This whole thing makes it a little more difficult um, to be in the running, because now there's a load of Chris Moles listeners that are also in the running, because I originally thought maybe I shouldn't, because like 2 of the 3 prizes are for this area, and it'll be a difficult one, because I mean, they're not gonna, like, if they live in East End of London, they're not gonna want to travel 4 hours all the way here just to like have some food at the bank, or to get their hair done. But it's only fair. They donated, and that was the rules of the contest. So they'll be put in the mix. So that's not even to say that they will win. I mean, it may be 3 people from around here that go. I mean, it's a random picking of the random prize draw. So I mean, I can't be certain, but that's how it stands. So I mean, that will be drawn today at 5 p.m. So if you've given, good, you're in the running. If you're yet to give, do it now before 5 p.m. Otherwise, you won't be in the mix. Yeah, I just can't wrap my mind around how easy it was. Amy has done substantially more for my Beardy Man cause than me or anyone else. I mean, with just a letter. I mean, me and Anthony have been struggling this whole time and recording videos, and Anthony's been doing the editing and stuff, and Amy just writes a letter and shoves it in the post and makes 700, 800 quid. I mean, mad. But hey, it's all going the same way. Doesn't matter how much you give, you are helping. So I will put up here a few of my favourite comments on my Just Giving from randomers. So if you will, that man. So now. hopefully that worked. Also, I will pop up just now real quick the Chris Miles and Pippa messages. Thank you, Ant-Man. Just so you can see. On the rant that he had, he did say that he thought it was the stupidest thing ever, and he wanted to give me the target so that I would shave my beard. Just shave it, have it done, totally guilt-free. I mean, that's not going to happen because that's not how you play the game. The beard remains until the 1st of January. Yeah, although it is a bit of a pain in my ass at the moment, the mustache, oh man, I relish the idea of cutting the mustache off. But no, it won't be not until the 1st of January 2021, as stated last year when I started this whole thing. So, just take a moment to say a humongous thank you to Amy Price. Yeah, Amy Swallow. She is married, but she still goes by Price. Massive thank you to Amy for writing the letter. Yeah, still top of the list for forklift pull. Actually, we upped that game a little bit. We got harness and everything, so I mean, I might put that video on, but I might not. Yeah, it depends on how I feel. If you see a video now, I put it up. If not, you're not getting it. But I mentioned that last time. Dan, who, like I said before, was the top of the push-up list, did mention in the comments from my last video that nobody cares about the forklift pushing. It's all about the press-ups. Fact. Also, for sure, if you look like Gimli, then you also look like Gilius Thunderhead, the OG beardy dwarf. So, if you remember Golden Axe, Gilius Thunderhead is who I've been likened to this month. Get Ant-Man to put up a picture now. A very large pixely picture because it was old games. But yeah, the OG beardy dwarf. Also, I've been watching a new show on Amazon with Nick Frost in it, Simon Pegg. Started to realise how much I look like Nick Frost now. Well, I mean, way in the past, Anthony has mentioned how I look like Nick Frost. But someone knows how much I look like Nick Frost. So I'm going to check that picture up. Thank you, Ant-Man. Yeah, so that's who I've been likened to this month. Yeah, yeah. So here's to November. Whatever she may bring. I am still getting the odd donation from people who are just catching up and podcasting now for the Chris Miles bit. So hopefully that rolls on a little bit more odds and ends for the next however many days. Hopefully for the next 2 months until the end. But it's doubtful they'll start to taper off. I mean, yeah, already twice my thing, so that'll be great. Yeah, so if you want to donate, you're sick of me asking you to donate, go to the Just Giving page. It's www.justgiving.com/fundraising/Dan the Beardy Man. I've only said that 1,000 times, but for some reason I still can't get it right. Go there, have a read of all of the other comments of people. While you're there, drop some cash in it as well. If you're not too busy. Subscribe to my YouTube so you can be first to find my fantastic videos like this one. Subscribe to my Facebook so you can be involved in all of the little prize story stuff. I know the women at G&A Catering, Burger Van, who are currently holding one of my pots are planning on doing something like a promotional charity thing at their burger van, but then are planning to give all of the money, the proceeds of it, to me in my Beardy van pot. So keep your eye out on the Facebook page for that, because I will be giving you full details and links to their page and everything like that. So I mean, it's a little bit back and forth. I mean, they help me with some donations, and then I plug their catering van for good reason. It's fantastic. Um, on my Facebook. So if people aren't, I mean, you know how it works. I don't have to explain to you how Facebook works. Um, no doubt I will be continuing to go on my Facebook about how Chris Moores plugged me on his show, and no doubt you will all be incredibly bored of hearing about it soon. But I've got my 15 minutes of fame, man. Have a lovely November. Enjoy the autumn. Um, it's such a fantastic time of year. If you see me sporting my face fuzz, you'll notice that I wear the exact same clothes in summer as I do in winter. Shorts, t-shirt. Comes with being a fat bloke is that I've got and naturally somewhere around like a 38-degree body temperature, like constant. So don't be amazed by that. Be amazed by this glorious. Yeah, there you go. Getting to the point now where I could literally just sort of go tie a band around it, and I've made myself a mask. Beard, hair, face masks. You heard it here first. And I will see you next time. Have a lovely November. I wish you all the best. I love you.